This Alpha Lord MuRiDa, Special Light Level Warrior Stone Durable Shield. The 5 divine elements. That they told me that it's urgent that I make a video. Uh, like I told you folks, the Grand Divine Armada is on route, and so far, I mean, the elements weren't supposed to get here. The 4 elements that were making their way here from the central universes, they weren't supposed to get here till they're 2 or 3 months, but somehow they're no, that was just a prediction. But they just now got here. They got here yesterday. And as you know, Divine Element Silver Car Rizal's already been here. The 4 elements that are here are, and the what they said it was going to be really is what they said. There's three of them are of a more of a feminine element. There's element of air, Ariel is. Raku is the only male. Is Raku, and Linza is the water element. And these are prime elements. And then the Rukiza, and she's like dirt and you know, dirt or rocks. She's the element of like earth elements, like the earth, you know, like the dirt and like rocks. That's she's the element of that. And the 4 elements just got here because I woke up yesterday and I felt like I saw like people over my bed. I mean, I didn't see them in physical form, but I saw like I kind of like it. They were going in and out, and I automatically I knew they're elements because you know only elements have that kind of energy. You know, divine elements are powerful. By the way, when you sneeze, that means angels are watching, and so you know, in divine elements of Car Rizal was right. Her brothers and sisters, or her sisters and her brother, were on their way, and they're here right now. They're here, and these 5 elements are the first elements in this whole entire universe. And this universe is massive to ever come into this universe in conscious form. Of course, they're here as an element. You know, we got silver everywhere, we got earth everywhere, we got water everywhere, and we got fire everywhere. You know, and we got air everywhere. But for these elements to actually come here in conscious form, it's never been done before. They don't go to they don't go to the outer galaxies. So this is special. So I've been talking with them, and they're pretty awesome. I mean I mean they're pretty phenomenal. Well, I see like bits and pieces of them. I can't get a clear image of them. Um, but I know what Divine Element Silver Car Rizal looks like. And by the way, yesterday was I'm one of the first people to listen to Insectoid light language. And by the way, Insectoid High Queen Anna don't Insectoid High Queen Anna. I didn't beg her. I don't beg anybody for anything, but I pleaded with her if she can do her light language to debate. I just threw the ideal to her if she can do Insectoid light language because everybody says that Insectoid light language is one of the best, if not the best light language there is. And as you folks know, I've done over 2,000 hours of light language. I've listened to literally every light language there is: Arcturian, Lyran, Orion, um, literally, you know, Zeta. I've literally listened to every light language, and a lot of the people they won't do Insectoid light language because they said it'd be too rough on us. And yet, and let me tell you something, it is too rough on you. Look at this. This was connected here. She did it for 1 minute and 20 seconds, and I knocked out. I completely knocked out. I was out for over an hour. Actually, my watch actually woke me up. My watch thought I was still awake. That's how hard she knocked me out. I mean the light language when she was doing it, like I could feel it. And I did the pendulum. Look at this. You guys got to see this. Alpha Sucra Halitus Area Linza, that insectoid light language she did for 1 minute and 20 seconds. What isn't this true? What you said earlier today? It's the best healing that I've ever gotten. It's just 1 minute and 20 seconds of insectoid light language was the best healing that I'll ever get. I mean, it completely healed it. It cleared all implants. I mean, it massively healed me. It healed me so great that it actually phased me out. It actually phased me out for a minute. That's the reason why my necklace, my crystal, it basically I disappeared for a minute and my crystal came off. That's why my crystal was like sitting on the floor, and it never comes off. It because I phased out for like a minute. That's how powerful Insectoid light language is, isn't it? See, I'm playing down. There's more to the story than this. Um, and Insectoid High Queen Anna was super sad. She thought she majorly damaged me. She thought she severely damaged me. But she actually did me a huge favor. She did me one of the greatest favors. And I'm one of the first people on this planet to actually experience insectoid light, true insectoid light language. I'm probably the first person to actually hear insectoid light language from an insectoid herself. And is it true that Insectoid Haikunana said that she hadn't done insectoid light language in quite a while, and it was I mean it's special for Insectoid High Queen to do light language for somebody. And this is true. I truly enjoyed the light language. Like the light language was such a good experience, even though it knocked me out after less than 2 minutes and knocked me out for an hour. Like it's swinging hard. And it truly was one of the greatest experiences. Like I could feel it in my heart, like I could feel it in my being. My whole entire body was like massively healed, and like all of a sudden, like I just went, everything just went blank. And like I woke up because my watch kept on alarming. It said that you've been inactive for an hour. Like she knocked me. The Insectoid High Queen Anna knocked me out so hard from the Insectoid light language. That actually my watch actually that I was still awake. My watch thought I was awake, and my watch always knows when I'm sleeping. That's how hard she knocked me out. That my watch actually thought I was still awake. My watch kept on ringing because it said I was inactive. I was just basically the sensors detected that I was awake for an hour, and I was like knocked out cold. Yeah, but it was the greatest experience I ever had. I mean, I got such massive healing, like you just saw. Like that's the best healing I'll ever get, and I'm not doing that again because I don't. That's dangerous. I mean, she look at it. It phased me out, and it like caused my thing to come off because it phased me out, and because this thing like what phased me out, and this thing never comes off, and this thing was sitting on the floor, phased me out, and this thing just fell on the floor. That's the reason why she was crying. And Sector I couldn't remember. I can never die. Like even if you did kill me, like I would be brought back. You can't kill me. I can't die. So I know you were crying and stuff. You felt really bad, but just know that no, you did me a huge favor. You did me one of the greatest favors I'll ever get. I got such a massive healing, and when even now I feel like $1,000,000. I feel like I honestly feel like I'm a new person. Like I feel like I've been refreshed. Like I'm just I was a little bit I was a little bit stiff because I felt like I was using my parts for the first time. I mean, just a minute and 20 seconds. That's the reason why like Light Star and all the other people, they say they refuse to do light language because they said it would be too much for us. And yeah, trust me, if Light Star or the other people did the insectoid light language like they said, it would be too, and truly is too much for us. Like insectoid light language is so advanced, like everybody be knocked out left and right. I mean, that's not a good thing to be knocked out like that. I mean, it was. I mean, it's effective. It's extremely effective. But that's the reason why a lot of the famous people they refuse to do insectoid light language. Remember on if you watch a lot of the videos, these famous people who do light language, they say the reason why they refuse to do insectoid light language is it'd be too rough. It's too rough for us. It's too much for us, and truly it is. Look, I listen to over 20,000 hours of light language. I'm one of the most advanced people on this planet. And if a minute and 20 seconds I get knocked out, just imagine what would happen to you guys. I mean, you guys be knocked out in like 30 seconds. You guys probably wouldn't even last like 30 seconds doing insectoid light language. You would probably get knocked out cold with it within 30 seconds. If I get knocked out like in a minute and 20 seconds, believe me, you won't last. Not even a minute with that light language. But it was a good experience. And like I'm gonna be making some videos. A lot has happened in the last couple of days. I mean, a tremendous amount has happened, and I'm so happy. The divine elements are here. The divine aspects are still making their way here. I mean, everything's going according to plan. Remember, we're trying to help you reptilians. We're trying to help you Antarctic Mars Germans. We're trying to help you Cabal. We're trying to help Illuminati. And I just talked to the high ones just communicate with me because I had detailed information about the coronavirus, and I explained to them what's going on, and I told them like I'm not told the whole story because I can't comprehend, and the high ones said yes, you won't be able to comprehend. The high ones are the higher selves of like the Illuminati, the Cabal, the SSP, the Reptilian Royals, the Dragon Family. Their higher selves are called the High Ones. I mean, they've been on this planet. That's the reason why they control this planet, is because their higher selves used to be the main people on this planet, and they're called the High Ones. Just like the Cabal, their High Ones are called the Cabal and High Ones. The Illuminati are called the Illuminati High Ones. The SSP, they have a special name, but they're like SSP High Ones. The Antarctic Mars Germans are Germanic, Germanic High Ones. The Reptilian Royals, their higher selves, the Reptilian High Ones. They're just called High Ones. And if you guys played World of Warcraft, there's this group called the Highborn, and they're basically they're like half fish people. They're aquafarians. They're like elves, and they're remember the planet used to be they used to be Atlanteans and Lemurians. That's who a lot of these people in control. That's who their higher selves are. Apparently, the Atlanteans and Lemurians never died. They just they ascended, and then they came back, and again they starseeded back on the planet, and that's who the high ones are. And I was so thankful the high ones apologized to me. They said that they're sorry, that they understand, because the high ones are the ones who these powerful families, these powerful people, their higher selves made their own father promise to give his best gifts to these people, to all of you. All of you were promised, all of us, the 140 us 144K light workers. The reason why we're called the best of the best is not a lot of us are athletically challenged. Well, I'm athletic, but a lot of us can't even run a block, or I mean, we may be able to run a block, but we're not soldiers. The reason why we're called best of the best is because we have the greatest codes. We are aspects in human form. We are the greatest powers in human form, and we're here as a gift to you, to teach you, to give you codes, to give you powers, to unlock things in you, and to give you greatness. We're here as a gift to you. That's the whole reason why we're called the best of the best. It's not because we're like these super soldiers. No. Most of us, have never done, could never do anything with. Most of us are challenged in some way, physically challenged in some way. No. But we're here as to uplift you, and to give you real power, so you can be the super soldiers. So you can be the the best of the, so you can be the best of the best. We're the best, powers, shields and everything. We have the best codes to give to you, to empower you, and to make you all great. So that's the whole reason why we're called the best of the best. It's not because we're super soldiers, or we're like special force people, or like most of us are not fighters at all. Most of us are most of us are like elderly. Uh, I mean, there's a lot of us that are young, but the most of our group is older people. Well, hey, you guys have a blessed day, and thank you for everything. Well, like I said, I'm here. I'm going to be pushing out a lot of videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of Best of Liebesins. Best of Liebesins is German for best love blessings. And I apologize to all the groups. I got to reverse something. I got to bring back. I got to do a blessing for the reptilians, the Endodermite Germans, Illuminati, SSP, Powell families, and I got to do a blessing for all of you, to empower you, and to give you, to make sure you're successful. Uh, it was so nice hearing from the high ones. The high ones, apologize that their human selves tortured me and did bad things to me. And I said, you don't have to apologize to me. I know your human selves were confused. It was kind of nice. The high ones really know what's going on. They really know what's up. Um, so thank you all, and have a blessed day, all of you. And I wish you many blessings and a lot of light, divine light, and love.